Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be, and whenever you're watching this podcast. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower, coming to you from an undisclosed location somewhere deep in the heart of American flyover country. We're here to help you guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, be your own guru, and more than anything else, unindoctrinate yourself. Now, evidently, almost everybody other than me has considered this thought before, but to me, it was a new one. That's why it caught my eye. When Coast to Coast AM was reporting about a professor that thought, that is claiming, that is believing that UFOs may be from the future. I'm sure this is old news to Scotty Roberts and Brian Parker and Daniel and Goldie and Mandy and Robert and all of you who are filling up the chat room. But to me, it was interesting. And I think it is some fascinating speculation. So let's take a look at what the professor has to say, ladies and gentlemen, about what I think is a very fascinating topic. So this professor, who is from Montana Tech, his name is Michael P. Masters. He believes that UFOs may be time machines occupied by our future selves. Now, I have kind of thought about that a little bit, but I haven't thought about it in such linear terms. And I've confessed to you before, and I'll confess to you now, that one of the great weaknesses that I have is that I spend so much time, putting together my own content, so much time, making 3, 4, 5, 6 podcasts per day. I just don't have a lot of time to listen and watch other people's work. I do get a lot of emails. I get a lot of messages that say, hey, take a look at this. And I will take a look at things from time to time, but I don't have a lot of time to look at other people's stuff. I know it's a weakness. That's why these things are fascinating to me. And as I look up and see, shut up, Rocky Stucci, in the chat room, I'm going to make a special announcement on Thursday night. This week's edition of the Consequential Rapscallions will include Rocky Stucci. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Rocky Stucci will be joining Scotty Roberts and myself this Thursday night at 9 p.m. Central for the Consequential Rapscallion. So you want to make sure that you look at that and make sure that you're there. As Scotty Roberts says, I do declare it's going to be a fantastic program. And just to get yourself in the right situation, sometime between now and then, go to my website, jeffreydaugherty.com, jeffreydaugherty.com. It's on the YouTube page here. If you click on to see my website, go to the Miss Tech tab. It's up at the upper right. That's these bracelets that you see me wearing. They put you into the Schumann resonance. They give you spiritual balance and energy. They do remarkable things, not going to make you more spiritual, but will put you in a place where you're able to access your highest heights of spirituality. And as I sit here today broadcasting to you, I'm in an 850 plus focused life force energetic consciousness field. Go to the Fluffy or the FLFE tab, get a 2-week free trial on your cell phone. It'll give you a 300-foot radius around your cell phone or in your home. Again, not going to make you more spiritual, but put you in an environment that promotes spiritual growth and development. It's all part of unindoctrinating yourself. So this Montana Tech professor, Michael P. Masters, says that UFOs might be time machines that are occupied by us. Now, he theorizes that if time travel is possible, it would be reasonable to think that visitors from the future would be turning up here in the present. Now, I know you have them every now and then on Coast to Coast, and you have them every now and then show up on other various YouTubes claiming they're from wherever, backside of Uranus, 2057, whatever. But we don't really see them with any regularity. We don't see them with any type of, do I say credibility? Well, maybe. But we don't see them with any of that showing up in the present with any regularity. As far as we know, ladies and gentlemen, It's never, ever happened. There's never been a credible, observable, that's not the word I'm looking for, objective empirical appearance of a true time traveler. Yeah, there's some remarkable things, there's some interesting things, but we've never seen an actual time traveler, or have we? Again, this gentleman wrote a book called Identified Flying Objects, and he theorizes that the UFO phenomenon might be our distant descendants coming back through time to study us in their own evolutionary past. This could also explain why abductees always seem to describe encounters with human-like entities. So I know that's not completely true, but probably 90% plus, 95% plus of the appearances of ETs, they're all humanoid. They've all got heads. They're all bipedal. That means two legs for those of you that are new. They are all bipedal. They have two arms. They walk upright. Of course, some of them have insect heads, and some of them have, I guess, lion heads. And then there's our favorite blue avian chickens. I wonder if wherever the blue avians are from, does their KFC, are the chickens blue? I don't know. That's an interesting thought. Of course, I have a hard time believing in the blue chickens. Cluck the blue avians. They're coming back to save us. Cluck that. I'm not buying it. But anyway, the extraterrestrials are ubiquitously reported. Ubiquitously means all the time. Upright walking, 5 fingers, bilateral symmetry, 2 eyes, a mouth, and nose. They communicate with us in our own language. Anthropology professor, is who he is, admits that not everyone will subscribe to these ideas. Nevertheless, he says, I stand by it. I'm happy to talk about it with anyone. I've written for my academic peers as much as anyone else in the UFO community. So imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. A guy that says, this is what I really believe, but you don't have to believe exactly like I believe in order for us to have discussions. Wouldn't that be refreshing if we could do that across our genre and not be locked into certain doctrines that have to be true? Sounds just like the Christians that we claim to have come out of. And while we're here, I also wonder about the Thunderbirds that many Native American cultures have claimed to have seen. Thunderbirds, birds in the sky. Were they not also UFOs? And could they not also have been visitors from the future? It's starting to look like time travel is possible. If they're coming back, could they be coming back in UFOs? I would think certainly. Or are they coming back in ways that we don't even know or understand? It's certainly interesting. And I'll say this is one of the soapboxes I used to get up on. MUFON, the Mutual UFO Network, right? MUFON will put anything on from almost anybody that's seen anything that even remotely looks like a UFO. If you've seen a blue avian from the backside of Uranus circling planet X, MUFON will talk to you about it. But don't you dare talk about UFOs in the Bible, because we can't go there. But the funny thing is, there's far more extensive verifiable evidence, I believe, for UFOs in the Bible than 99.99% of what MUFON puts out. And I think MUFON is risking its dwindling credibility. It's risking what credibility it has left by continuing to shut off its doors to people that want to bring information that doesn't line up with their seemingly dominant Protestant, Catholic, Christian worldview. End of editorial. But if MUFON wants to hang around, they need to get off their religious hobby horses and allow some diversity of thought. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. That's what I think. I think it's plausible. I really do. But whether or not UFOs are from the future or not, MUFON doesn't have a future if they don't loosen their dictatorial, bureaucratic, top-down methodology. Let's look at the chat room, ladies and gentlemen, and see what's going up here. Lots of great and smart people. So I know we'll have some great messages in here. That UFO looks like it's from the past, says David. Yeah, it's not the most streamlined looking UFO. Does Jeff know that Trump is kissing up to Israel, signing Israel into sovereignty? Does Laura Pierce ever look at the Christian Whistleblower channel? Laura, I'm all over that. I'm on that like Donald Trump on a Big Mac, ladies and gentlemen. I am all over that. The emotional meatball. I do declare Rocky's podcast is the bomb. The Situation Room with Rocky Stucci. Brian Parker says it makes sense. People today always consider traveling back in time. David says that's his missing garbage can lid. Somebody lost a Nokia many thousands of years ago. I've read that. Maybe it's us from the future causing the Mandela effect, Mandy Armstrong says. Good thought, Mandy. Good thought. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the requisite flat earth appearance. We are under a firmament, man. Nothing can get in and nothing can get out. And what was I just talking about with open-mindedness? That's the problem I have with the flat earth people. It really is. If you don't believe in flat earth, man, you don't believe in any other truth because that's the most important one. And if you don't believe in planet X, is planet X flat? Ooh, there's a big conspiracy for you. If you don't believe in planet X, man, then you don't know anything. Come on, guys. I don't know if Corey Good's still fighting on behalf of the blue chickens. What came first, the blue chicken or the blue egg? Oh, and here we go again. We have our requisite flat earth appearance, and we now have our requisite doomsday appearance, probably most likely fundamental Christian. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, the world is ending March 21st, 2019. I think we missed that. Or are we time traveling? David is employing some sarcasm there. I like it, David. Rose says chickens are bitches. That's interesting. Vince has always wondered. Richard Ellison says aliens visiting us would either A, eat us, B, land, or C, ignore us. If C, their technology would be stealth beyond comprehension, but too many have seen UFOs. I don't believe in aliens, but time travel, yes. Interesting, Richard. Homemade blue chicken soup. Delicious. Things that make you go, Astronauts are from the 40s going back and changing history. Well, that's interesting. Jeff, you can time travel. If you can time travel, what time in our past would you go to? That's a really good question, Rocky Stucci. If I could time travel, what time in our past would you go to? I'd have to ponder that. And could I go there and come back? Or would I have to go there and stay? David says that Thunderbirds are dinosaurs. Mandy says MUFON is crap. Well, I didn't quite say that, Mandy, but I guess I did kind of say that. What else we got here? It jumped on me, folks, so I got to go back. Quantum technology proves time travel. That can be argued. Sounds like, let's see, MUFON reminds me of a muffin. Well, there's a lot of muffin tops in MUFON, but we won't talk about that. That's a 57 Chevy. Yeah, funny. There's a Cuban in a wave system. Okay, they kicked me out. They kicked me off a UFO. That's why I'm stuck here, says Daniel. I think that maybe that's sarcasm. Toth was a blue chicken. I don't know. Was Toth blue? The Earth is flat. And planet X, dude. The most important fact and truth, bro. Armageddon 3/21/2019. Am I missing something, ladies and gentlemen, or is this not March 25th? Am I missing something, or is it March 25th? I don't have anything in front of me except these computers. I'm pretty damn sure it's March 25th. G. Torres, do you get it, bro? It's 4 days ago. You said the Earth was going to die. 3 is March, January, February, March. 21 was 4 days ago, brother. maybe we're all dead and we don't even know it. But that already happened. So, G. Torres, come up with some new shtick. I've seen many of these extreme flat earthers with no tolerance. Yep, that's true. Passover weekend might be meaningful. If you're Jewish, it might be meaningful. For me, not so much. I love this. Let's keep going. The firmament is real, dude. Yeah, Scotty says, oh, wait, a few days ago. 19 reasons why Jesus is coming back in 2019. Oh, how many of you remember the 88 reasons why Jesus is coming back in 1988? Only problem was there was 89 reasons why he wasn't. Anyway, the world ended and we're still here, says Mandy. No one's traveling 1 billion miles through space on a metal ship. That's a good argument. I don't believe NASA shows us real photos of the Earth, man. Jeff and I had a great conversation about time travel. Did we? Maybe I forgot about that one, Scotty. Did you change my memories? Jeff would go to when he was 15 and tell himself not to eat too much fast food. Oh, G. Torres getting a little snappy. G. Torres obviously hasn't watched any old videos. Hey, G, go watch some old videos and say that again, you silly little rascal, you. Do blue chickens. It's March 25th. Yeah, quantum computers in outer space run at the same temperature. That's interesting. Time travel, bro. All right. The world ended in 2012. It's a miscalculation. Where's your flux capacitor? It's behind my dilithium crystals. Let's see. Rocky, where would you go to in the past? You finally responded to my message when I was joking. You're awesome, Jeff. Oh, now G. Torres is only joking. Rocky says the ancient city of Troy is where I would travel back to. Really, Rocky? You would go back to the ancient city of Troy? You just want to see Brad Pitt in a, what are those things called? Not a dress, not a skirt, but I don't know what they called him in Greek days. But anyway. Oh, that time travel conversation must have been with Rocky. I'd go back to Troy if I didn't have to stay there. But dude, what if you get stuck? Oh, here's some argumentation. The weight of the Earth in a flat state would only support a two-dimensional reality. To support a 3D reality, the Earth takes the form of a globe. I got 99 problems, and Planet X ain't one of them. I like that. That's excellent. CL. I kind of twisted it a little bit. That's good. I think the Earth is shaped like a horseshoe. Rocky Stucci confirming that was a conversation between Scotty and Rocky. And can I just say that one of the things that's always bothered me, one of the things that makes me weep is that Rocky and Scotty are always doing stuff without me. I never get invited. They're going to haunted places without me. They're drinking whiskey and smoking cigars without me. They're talking about the future without me. I never, ever get included in any of the stuff. And I don't know why. What are flat earthers smoking? I need some good hallucinations, says Scotty. The only thing you get from the future is it's jumped on me. Pleiadians, what of Antarctica? Is the ice wall and the giants are on the other side? Rocky says, come on up. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to touch that one. Scotty says, when you mentioned Troy, it all came rushing back. Anyway, Scotty says, but we do talk about you when you do those things, Jeff. That's why I'm not there, because they have to have something to talk about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are UFOs us coming back from the future? I don't know. Does Wuhan have a future? Not if they don't change their ways. Is the Earth flat? No. And of course, the big question is, can you see Planet X from Uranus on the flat Earth during the Mandela effect? We may never know, ladies and gentlemen. But on Thursday night, I know we will have Rocky Stucci in with the Consequential Rapscallions. On Wednesday night, we will have Joseph Atwill, author of Caesar's Messiah, for part 1 of 2. We're going to have Jenny Constantine this week. We'll have Sonia Barnett either this week or next from Coast to Coast AM and Gaia Network. And we'll have all sorts of interesting stuff. And tonight, The Last Stand with the one, the only, Jay Campbell. It's going to be, like it always is, crazy, nutty, some things that make you say, what? And some things that make you say, yeah. And Jay being very, very intense. You know how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss it. We should have a cigar and a scotch while doing this Consequential Rapscallions on Thursday. Oh, we could, but again, you two are up there. Jeff's all by himself. No cigars, no scotch. That's okay, guys. I'm used to being the redheaded stepchild. That's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, much love, much respect. We are the last generation of real humans. The next generation of new gods. You know, I'm not gonna say it, but David, why don't you show up to LeakCon and we'll compare fitness. How about that? And maybe we'll talk about fitness Buddha mine up your anus. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. We are the last generation of real humans. We are the next generation of new gods. It's time to ask questions. It's time to question answers. And it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to unindoctrinate yourself.